Don't ask me to talk.
From the sublime to the ridiculous.
Join me, Stacey Heller,
And me, Eric Ryder.
as we talk about what's good to watch, read, see, listen to, and more.
An edutaining 1-hour break in your day that includes the segment, What Are We Eating? Sponsored by Dingfelder's Delicatessen.
Stick with us for something good. Hello, and welcome to Don't Ask Me to Talk. It is April 7th. Hi, Eric.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. So, it is week 2. I realized after last week's show, I am a tough critic on myself.
We can all be tough critics on ourselves at some point.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be a show about something good, and I was not being good to myself. However, I think there needed to be an explanation and an intro. It's just that we missed this amazing opportunity to talk more about movies. So
That's true.
Right? They're going to go back on the spinny wheel of topics, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about movies again soon. So, and this week, in a little bit, we're going to talk about this week's topic, which I know you're so excited about. Shopping.
Yes, that's right. We randomly picked online shopping to talk about on this week's show.
I know. And I feel like...
And we do this with a wheel that has various topics loaded on it. And then we spin the wheel, and then we get a topic for the following week. But those topics are all just like fun fluff to talk about.
Totally.
Because we're not too serious on this show.
We are not too serious. I mean, again, it's topics from the ridiculous to the sublime.
That's right. There's plenty of seriousness out there. So this is your break from being serious.
It's the interlude.
About 55 minutes.
Right? It's an afternoon snack.
Absolutely. But we do have something a little bit serious, but also very positive and good coming up in the show today. So
yes. Which, because it is April 7th, I always, all one shows that I've done, there's all these national days and national months and whatever, and the joke of the day and all these kinds of things. And weirdly, I don't know why I love sharing these little bits of whatever, but today on April 7th, it is... Well, there's so many different days. It's National Burrito Day.
I'm down with that.
Right? I wonder if Vance is going to talk about burritos.
I don't know, but every day is National Burrito Day as far as I'm concerned.
Right? I mean, they're really so good. Whoever invented basically an open-faced burrito. I mean, it's a taco salad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to go with your...
But I like them... closed face,
traditional.
I guess. Yes.
Closed face. That's awesome. And to go with your burrito, perhaps you'd like a cerveza. It is National Beer Day. And then just to really balance things out, apparently it is also National Alcohol Screening Day.
Wow. Okay.
So there's quite the diverse range of days. I mean, I love that you can look it up and you can find anything. Apparently it's also National No Housework Day.
And these aren't federally recognized as holidays, but somebody somewhere says, "Hey, let's make this day." And
right?
So, gets people talking about the subject or tries to bring attention to stuff. I guess the Burrito Council is paid the fee or whatever to get that out there. But some things are more important than others, including what we're talking about in our little segment coming up, right?
Exactly. So just to give you a little bit of a taste, April is actually National Donate Life Month, and we're going to be talking about that with our guests. We have got Maria Bartlow and we have Monica Franks that are coming in to tell a little story, and they're looking for something good for their son and brother.
Yeah, and by National Donate Life, they're talking about organ donation, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that'll give you a clue as to what we're talking about.
Exactly. So keep listening, and we will share that in a little bit. The quote of the day for today it is only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Which, given the topic that we're going to be talking about with Maria and Monica, like, you know, we're talking about living donors and those kinds of things. Like, you can do it.
You can.
And you don't know how much you can do until you try. Okay, the joke. This one is more of one of those story jokes. It's totally random, and I liked it because gas prices, like, going. I feel like a teenager now doing that thing where I only put a little bit of gas in the tank, and, like, you know, oh, I'll just fill it up a little bit, and then, like, maybe Dad'll have to do it. I mean, it's all coming from the same place, but so a woman stopped at a gas station and noticed a spaceship landing in front of her. An alien stepped out of the spaceship and started to pump gas into it. The woman noticed the letters UFO printed on the side of the ship. She turned to the alien and asked, "Does UFO stand for unidentified flying object?" The alien answered, "No, it stands for unleaded fuel only."
All right.
Yeah, that was kind of silly, but I don't know. More and more, we're seeing apparently unidentified flying objects. I read those articles. It's a thing. Do you read that stuff?
You know, I've seen the news reports about it.
I mean, you know, no longer will the Pentagon and the United States deny that there's something out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's there's unexplained phenomena, but that doesn't mean that it's aliens.
Okay.
Sorry to rain on your parade. You know, it could be a number of things, you know.
It totally
including
could be.
glitches in the cameras, etc.
It could be any of those things.
But if you want to believe in aliens, then go for it.
Perfect.
I mean, there's such a huge universe out there that there's got to be something, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I
But
would
whether
agree.
they're flying along our pilots, I'm not so sure about. But
And whether or not
that's
they
a
need
whole nother show. isn't it?
unleaded fuel only.
Yes. Right.
Who knows? I mean, maybe.
I'd like to think they would have more advanced technology than just burning gas, you know.
Yeah, right? Wouldn't you? By the way, I don't think I mentioned that you're listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk. I did mention that I'm Stacy and that I'm joined by Eric.
Eric Ryder here with you.
He is my mother's favorite, which is weird because we're not related. I want to remind people that if you can't listen to the show live, you can actually find Don't Ask Me to Talk wherever you listen to podcasts. You can text DAMTT to 55678 and you'll get show details sent right to your phone. Also, if you want to leave me a message with something good, an idea for the show, a comment, again, let's be positive, folks. You can text me or call me. The number is 475-999-2726. And it's a great way to make some suggestions, or if you've got a story to tell, I would love to hear from you, right? Like, we want to hear. And people may have thoughts about movies, online shopping, and who knows what the Wheel o' Fun may bring.
That's right. You can leave a message or you can text 475-999-2726. And yeah, that's probably a little bit unwieldy, so we're going to have to try and see if that translates to some fun phone number like, you know, Cars for Kids or whatever. but you know, more
is there
Stacey
like
and Eric related.
A phone number like translator that you can find? There must be that online.
We'll find out.
I guess we will. You can also find me through my website, stacyconnects.com. That's easy enough. And let's spend a little bit of time talking about the topic of the week, because last week we ran out of time. And that was a bummer. And this week, I know you're going to have so much more to say about online shopping.
Sure.
Okay. Do you do online shopping?
I do.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, you kind of have to at this point. You know, I mean, there's just, I mean, there used to be like more stores, first of all, physical stores
Yes.
in the world. And now we're getting less and less of that because of the success of online shopping. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just where we're at in the world right now. So, for instance, like there used to be Radio Shacks everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Now, if you need an electronic part for something, there are some, local stores out there, but it's not as easily accessible as popping on, the interwebs and punching in exactly what you need and ordering that part. So, for stuff like that, totally online.
And the pandemic especially. I mean, we were headed probably in this direction, but I feel like the pandemic sped things up where, now if you're looking for some electronic, as you say, you can go to, your local fill in the blank big box store and, order it and they can run it out to your car so that it's more contactless service. And I have a feeling that that's going to stay around.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty handy, for a lot of folks for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, especially if you got kids or pets that you're taking with you or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Even
very
grocery
convenient.
shopping. Like my husband now, so years ago, he took over grocery shopping. It was, I want to say 20 years ago. And he was between jobs. He had been laid off and had his next job lined up, but took some time off and decided that, honey, the thing that I'm going to do to help you is grocery shop. I was like, great. Could you change a diaper too? But, that's awesome. And so he has taken it over ever since. And he now loves doing the grocery shopping online and having somebody do it for him. And then they will text, your shopper will text you and say, I couldn't find you this brand. Are you okay with that brand or whatever? I'm not so happy about it because I feel like the spontaneity of walking through the grocery store and seeing what's new, what's out there. And I feel like we end up stuck in a rut by doing the online shopping. Getting
the same stuff over and over. Yeah, I haven't made the leap to online shopping when it comes to groceries either. I like going to the store in person and picking out the groceries. And especially because I'm a bargain hunter. So, just seeing, what's on sale and stocking up on that stuff. I feel like there's some of that online with the shopping, but it's nowhere near as, good as going into the store and finding
and veggies
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's so many different things out there that, trying it out. So I have to be careful, though, because I don't want to take the job back.
Right.
So I can't complain too much. Now, speaking of sales and things, are you a good online shopper? As in, do you know the hacks to getting the most for your money?
I am aware of many hacks, but I got to say that 99% of my shopping is outside of groceries is done on eBay. So
I love myself some eBay.
Yeah, eBay's fantastic, and I'm buying everything kind of secondhand, so I'm already getting a much better deal than going to the store. So. Or, shopping on even Amazon, that's known for discounts. If you buy stuff secondhand, you usually get it for about half the price of new.
Totally.
So, yeah, that's my hack.
You know what? And it's a good hack. And, and even the sites that are like the buy nothing, sell nothing sites.
Oh, yeah. Craigslist.
Oh, my gosh.
Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp are all fantastic also for buying stuff secondhand.
Absolutely. I mean, and there's some great things that you can find. And it's such a great way to, just find these random things. Now, that would make so much sense. My husband would love it if I was more budget conscious. I am not. However, there are a couple things that I do. One, if you don't do this already, anytime you shop anywhere online, open up a second window on your computer and type in, whatever the site you're on, type in that site and promo codes.
Yeah, that's a definitely a good tip.
I mean, you need to do that. There's also something that you can subscribe
Although
to.
that can be frustrating because there's a industry of websites that
Yes.
claim to have promo codes for every single website, even when they don't. And sometimes they have them, but they're expired. They don't work. So it can be frustrating when you punch in like 5 of those, and it's like that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
So it's like I fed you that little bit of bait, because the next thing that you could do is there is something called Honey that you can subscribe to.
I've heard of Honey.
And I don't think there's a cost associated with it.
It's like a browser extension, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
And so when I'm online shopping, before I am going to check out, my little Honey extension is like, hey, boo, do you want me to check and see if I have any coupons? And I'm like, yes, I do. And it runs through those coupons that you mentioned.
Right.
And it checks, and you may save shipping, or you may get a percentage off, or whatever the deal is. It searches to find the best deal for you.
And I have not tried that yet, but I should definitely do it because I like saving dough.
Right? And then there's something about how you like these.
And by the way, we're not sponsored by
we're totally
any
not.
of these companies. But if eBay wants to send me like a discount, I would love that.
Right? I mean, absolutely what he said.
Yeah.
But that's just like, it's a super helpful thing. Although sometimes these things like Honey has this thing where then you get like, you get X bucks. And I'm like, I don't understand what that is. Just give me the discount. I don't need the extra, whatever it is that's going to have me jump through another hoop and sign up for something else and whatever.
Right. So that's like, Kohl's Cash or whatever the store specific, stuff is. Yeah.
Exactly. The other thing that I do love about online shopping is so with some companies, like with Amazon.
And you want to know how I know about Kohl's Cash?
Yeah, I kind of do, actually.
It's because I follow a website called The Crazy Coupon Lady
of course you do.
on Facebook. And they often will post like super deals or whatever that you can find. And so many, I don't know if we even have a Kohl's around here, but they seem to love Kohl's. And I see their posts about, with the Kohl's Cash applied, it's only $2 for this thing. And I go, oh, okay. Yeah, keep scrolling. But
right?
I hear about it. Yes. Yeah.
It's like the blue light special from Kmart or
That's
whatever.
Right. But if you get a thrill out of saving a little dough, then Crazy Coupon Lady is maybe worth your time.
I mean, again, none of these things are sponsored, but if Crazy Coupon Lady wants to sponsor the show,
yes,
I mean,
we'd love it.
We'll cut her a deal. We have a coupon for that.
That's right.
The other thing that I do like about some online shopping, Amazon, for instance, dare I say it, they have Amazon Smile, where if you do this, you can put in a charity that you want to support. And so then you go through that kind of doorway, if you will, and then a percentage of all of your purchases in Amazon will actually go towards that charity.
Nice.
And, it's one way to get Jeff Bezos to donate money.
Right.
I mean,
that's another one where I feel like if you shop on Amazon more than me, then it's definitely well worth doing. I tend to shop on Amazon maybe once per year.
Really?
So, yeah, I haven't gotten to that point where I put
Is that like a philosophical thing, or is it just you just don't need anything?
I typically don't find them to have the best prices. They are super convenient, that's for sure. But I typically find prices better elsewhere. And then, of course, there is the fact that they're this behemoth and,
right.
There's all kinds of stuff to, that they're kind of putting local businesses out of business.
Right.
And stuff like that. And, the Jeff Bezos not paying taxes and all that stuff. So that keeps me thinking like, well, I'm not a brand ambassador for Amazon, but occasionally they will be the place that has your thing and you need that thing. So
right.
you buy from them or you get a gift card.
Right.
Which is the other reason that I shop there.
That is fair. I mean, that's
Yes.
like the classic go-to.
Yes.
And I will say that they need to do something, and I think I talked about this on the other show, Stacey Connects on KKNW, in a past episode, this idea that all of the packaging, they need to have some deal with UPS or with their own drivers or whatever, where if you get a bunch of boxes in the filling, that they'll just come around and pick it up and just reuse the boxes. I mean, there is so much waste that happens. I'm not going to get on a soapbox, but it's just with the online shopping, you just see, especially around the holidays, the boxes stacking up outside people's homes.
Now, I don't do Prime, so for the average person, or for the people with Prime, this might still be a big issue with them, getting everything in a giant box. It used to be like anything you ordered, it's like one item in a giant box.
Oh, yeah.
But now it seems like, at least for the non-Prime purchases, that they've gotten a little bit better with that. I purchased some stuff recently, and it came in smaller packages, and the stuff that was done individually came like even in a small envelope and stuff. So it was minimal packaging, which I approve of very much.
Yes. And they also offer something that when you're checking out, you can, if you've got multiple items, you can actually choose to have things come together so that there's less packaging.
That's right.
So that's kind of a cool thing. But, Amazon is not the only place to shop online. I have this bad habit of, I know that there are people that go on TV late at night and they're watching like QVC, and, they suddenly find that they've like bought a motorcycle or like a what is it, a Bowflex or whatever those things are.
Right.
Or they just bought like a collection of porcelain dolls that represent all 50 states.
Kind of sleep shopping instead of sleepwalking.
Yeah, kind of. I don't do that exactly, but I have been known to peruse a site and sort of check out what's going on late at night.
Yeah, I've done that, and I will admit to doing drunk shopping. Wait, and I learned my lesson on that.
Okay, what did you get?
Well, I bought an amplifier that I didn't really need, but it looked really cool, and it seemed like a good price, and this was like a New Year's Eve thing, so celebrate the new year. And I realized later I was tipsy when I made that purchase. So I got to be careful, because you've got your phone with you at all times. It's one push to get something. And, in the cold light of day, I might not have made that purchase. But at the time, that really seemed like a good idea. So you got to be careful with that sort of thing. If you know that, you maybe should sign out of your apps if you're going to.
Well, this is the
if
problem.
you have a problem with this, because I guarantee if you're a little bit tipsy, you're not going to be typing in your password correctly anyway. So
this is it. I have an iPhone, and I have like the little box, and you can organize everything, and it's under shopping, and there's like an app for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, Etsy, what's going on Etsy or eBay? And I have this nasty habit of buying from this auction house that's in Connecticut. My friend Margaret introduced me to it, and she introduced me to one auction that was a woman, like a former supermodel, that was getting rid of all of her size 9.5 shoes. And I was like, oh yeah, that's my size. This is like 3 or 4 years ago. Ever since then, I go on at least once a week, and the number of things that I have bought from this site, it's because it's an old auction site. So I buy tons of art or sculpture or random knickknacks. It's a problem. And so I find myself going on to these random places, and I forget that I've set a bid, and then they just have my credit card on file. Yeah. And the next thing I know is I'm like, oh, that painting is much bigger than I thought it was when I looked at it on my little phone, and it seemed like it was small. I should have paid attention to the man standing next to it, and that it is up to his chest.
Well, I can respect that, as long as you're not, blowing money on non-fungible tokens or something.
know, and I just do not get that. That needs to be a topic like another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot figure that out. Yeah, so the online shopping thing, it's a blessing and a curse, really.
It really is, yeah.
I do appreciate the fact that it makes things so much more accessible, like an eBay or an Etsy. As somebody that loves to collect art from all over the place, I don't have to go to these sites that it's, super expensive pieces. Like, by the way, there are a lot of unknown artists out there that if you have a certain thing that you love, you can find it. There's some really cool yard sculpture that I think is awesome. There's somebody in Great Britain that I really love what they've done. And I don't know, it's just kind of fun to poke around, and it makes the global world more local.
Very true. But, as always, if you can really shop local, that's going to be a better thing for everybody.
100%.
Yep.
And, it's worth taking the time to do it. I have found that I really love used bookstores and record shops. We got a record player a couple years ago from the kids, and we've been collecting vinyl. And I'm sorry, but listening to Culture Club, listening to I got Yaz upstairs at Eric's.
Nice.
And a whole bunch of other
Recorded
albums.
in my attic. A lot of people don't know that. But
Exactly. Alison Moyer, I think was her name. And
yep.
It's been really fun listening to records again and going into these used bookstores and these record shops and things. The gems that you find, you just go down memory lane. I know, it's pretty fun. Okay, any other, besides eBay, any other favorite spots that you go to?
Well, as a music lover, there's or as a musician, there's a great site for if you're buying or trading instruments. Reverb.com is a lot of fun. So if you're looking for a vintage guitar or whatever, that's a great place to look. Along with your Craigslists and your offer-ups and your eBays.
But I love all the obscure sites and the whole thrifting thing. I think it's awesome. I mean, it's sort of like me with my auction site, right? Somebody else previously loved it, and I'm giving it a new home.
Yep.
And I'm going to love it as my own. The other thing you can do is I have something called an Acorns account, which apparently Ashton Kutcher was one of the original investors of Acorns. And it's kind of like Robinhood or these other investment sites. And you can put in an amount monthly and save that, and then it's invested. And you can do something that's called, roundups. So let's say you spend $15.99 at eBay, the penny that you have left, it's saved in $5 chunks, and then that gets invested. And so in the past 5 years, I've saved like $4,500 or something.
Nice.
And they also partner with all these sites. And if you shop through your Acorns, then a percentage or a flat amount will go to your Acorns account. So that's kind of cool. There's so many different things with online shopping. It's a thing. Okay. Well, with that, we had more to say than we thought we would.
Yeah, and there's still plenty more on this topic we could talk about, of course. I'd like to hear from listeners what their favorite online websites are to shop.
Yeah, please make sure that you share that. You can contact us through 475-999-2726. Shoot me a text, send me an email. What are your favorite places? What do you know? What's good? Share it with us.
What's your savings hack?
Yeah, besides honey, sweetie. Okay, let's take a quick break, and then why don't we, when we come back, talk with Maria and Monica?
Sounds good.
All right, keep listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk. We'll be right back with Stacy and Eric. Whether it's fly fishing or French pastry, we all have something that makes our tail wag. Involuntary and instinctive, it's sparked by excitement, inspired by purpose, and it speaks to who we are. I'm Stacey Heller of Stacey Connects. I lead clients to the place that makes their tail wag. As a creative director, I bring ideas to life. As a podcast producer, I give ideas a voice. Stacey Connects. It's my superpower. If you want to connect with me, Stacey Heller, go to staceyconnects.com. Don't ask me to talk. Welcome back to Don't Ask Me to Talk. I am Stacey Heller, of course, joined by my co-host, Eric. Say hello, Eric.
Hey, yep, still here.
Okay.
Still loving the show.
So, since we like to talk about doing good things, trying good things, there is something that I want to share with everybody. I have in the studio with me today Maria Bartlow and Monica Franks, and they are here because they are trying to find a kidney, and they will leave no stone unturned until they find one. And it just so happens that it is April, happens to be National Donate Life Month, and in another coincidence, Tuesday, so 2 days ago, April 6th, it is Donate Life Living Donor Day. And that is the kind of donation that you do with a kidney. So there's organ donations that you do when you sign up for your license. Right. And that is so needed and so appreciated. Mm-hmm. And then there are living donors that give a kidney. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Of course. So Odin is a grown man. He is your son. Tell us a little bit about Odin.
He's my first child, and really nice guy. Nice guy. Everybody loves him. He grew up, went to high school, St. Mary's High School in Berkeley, and he played football. He's worked for Kaiser for over 23 years. He loves his ancient car. He keeps fixing on it. It'll never get fixed, but this is, his vision and his dream. And
he's a tinkerer.
He is. He is a tinkerer, and he loves to debate about everything, particularly religion. He reads a lot of books. I just sent him a couple of books about a week or so ago.
Okay.
And he's the type of person that, had he not been sick, he would really be enjoying his life. He likes to laugh a lot and do really crazy things.
Jokes.
Yeah. He said one of the best things that his sister could give him for this Christmas is take him to Disneyland.
Yep. he wants to go to the Star Wars thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he wants to go to Canada, because we were always going to Canada for a while there. And so he wants to go to Canada.
He wants to do that, A, and then B, it sounds like he wants to be like, I'm a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yes.
Take care of me.
Yes, exactly. That's what it's all
about. The simple
about.
things is he wants to be able to walk around the block with his dog without having to, lose his breath and just worry about things, because he's on dialysis now. So.
Yeah.
My dad actually, he had issues. He had heart issues and a whole bunch of things, but he had to be on oxygen. And it is devastating seeing loved ones not have the capacity, physical capacity for life that they have.
Exactly.
Mentally.
Right.
Exactly.
And actually, when my dad did pass away about 10 years ago, my brother put in, you're going to get I'm sorry in advance, look into my wacky family. He was cremated and he was put into the little, what we call mailbox.
Yeah.
That is like, it fits two, so mom can go in there too.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother put a little block in with the urn. And my dad used to tell a joke about how I walked around the block today and then I put it back in the toy box.
Oh.
And so we put a little block in so that he could walk around the block. Yeah, that's my family. So you were actually guests on my other show, Stacey Connects, on Tuesday, and that is out as a podcast, and you talk a lot more about Odin and his story. And we also had my friend Margaret Rick, who was a living donor. She gave somebody her kidney after meeting them twice. And she talks about the process and what you need to go through. And so if people that are listening want to learn more, then they can listen to that episode. Look it up under Stacy Connects. The episode is called You Complete Me. As I like to say, Odin is very complete. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
However,
He just needs a kidney.
he needs a kidney.
Needs a kidney.
There's a difference.
Right.
The number that you can call, and you can call the number, you can text the number. It is 475-999-2726. And that number is to get in touch with me. So if you have questions, then I can connect you, hopefully, with answers. And the other thing is, if you want to see if you're potentially a match, then I'll share the information, which you can go to ucdavislivingdonor.org, and you're going to go online and you're going to see that there's a living kidney donor questionnaire, and you can fill out the information and you can say for a random recipient, which, by the way, any port in a storm. Like,
Yes.
the bigger message here is the fact that be aware of what it takes to be a living donor, and that you can do it, and you can not only survive, but you can thrive, and how great that you can multiply that, and two people could not just survive, but thrive.
Right.
So you can do that, or you can put in Odin's information. His name is spelled Odin. Bartlow is the last name, Bartlow. And you need his date of birth, and that is 11/25/64. Sorry, Odin. It's just the way it is, man. And, you can mention, they ask how you heard about it. You can say that you heard about it through social media. Monica and Maria are learning that even more effective than the donor lists are
Exactly.
sharing it on social media.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. We're looking forward to getting lots of names and a lot of people who want to donate a kidney to Odin. We're looking for you.
Yeah, that's right. So anything else you want to share? I mean, this show is about something good, and we're going to make something good happen this month.
We just want him to feel good about himself again, and if he could get back to feeling normal, gain his weight back some and go out there playing like he used to. I mean, even as an adult, he went and played, Yeah.
You're supposed to play as an adult.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. All work and no play makes Odin adult boy.
Yeah.
Well, giving a kidney makes that person even stronger.
Right.
You're saving somebody's life. You're making them happy. You're making them thrive. And also, you as that individual is making something happen very important in our lives. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Oh, you're going to make my listeners verklempt. Okay, so, which is good. I mean, absolutely, whatever it takes. So again, I'm going to share the number.
Okay.
Call 475-999-2726 if you have questions, if you want to learn more, if you want to be connected with the episode of Stacy Connects from Tuesday that has a more expanded version of this. I myself filled out the survey. I'm waiting to hear if I get to the next round. It is such a short period of time, and with so much negative in the world, let's do something positive.
Exactly.
Love it. Thank you, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks again to Maria Bartlow and Monica Franks. Keep listening. When we come back, we are going to be talking to Vance Dingfelder of Dingfelder's Delicatessen to talk about what are we eating.
Ooh, I can't wait.
We'll be right back. Whether it's fly fishing or French pastry, we all have something that makes our tail wag. Involuntary and instinctive, It's sparked by excitement, inspired by purpose, and it speaks to who we are. I'm Stacey Heller of Stacey Connects. I lead clients to the place that makes their tail wag. As a creative director, I bring ideas to life. As a podcast producer, I give ideas a voice. Stacey Connects. It's my superpower. If you want to connect with me, Stacey Heller, go to staceyconnects.com. Don't ask me to talk. Hello, welcome back to the show. So during the break, we called Vance so that he would be all queued up and ready to share with us. What are we eating?
Yeah, and it's Vance Dingfelder from Dingfelder's Delicatessen.
Yeah, he is a sponsor. So tell us, Vance.
What are we eating tonight? Stacy, it's going to be salmon.
Ooh.
Surprise! What I'm going to do is smoke my salmon tonight. And so many people like to smoke salmon, and it's done so many different ways. In New York, they call it kippered salmon. And I like to use Ora King salmon. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I've seen it in a lot of stores, Whole Foods, Wajimaya. It's easy to find. And the thing that I like about it is that it has a really nice fat content. So you're getting those good omega-3s, and it stays nice and juicy when you smoke it, because there's nothing worse than turning a beautiful piece of salmon into a beautiful piece of jerky.
Well, I was going to ask the question of, at Dingfelder's, you serve lox. You can also get like a salmon salad. You also have like a poached type salmon. There's so many different ways to serve it for people that don't know what a smoked salmon is. Can you explain that?
Absolutely. And there are quite a few differences. Lox, as in lox, stock, and bagel,
Yep.
or lox and key, I do a Scottish style smoke. And it's a cold smoke, which means that imagine you're filling your refrigerator with smoke for about 3 hours. And then it's brined before you do that, and that's all you do to it. So the brining is actually cooking it. And it's typically a dry brine, as opposed to a smoked salmon or kippered salmon. And that you do with a wet brine. And a lot of people that smoke ribs or turkey, if you brine it, it helps to add flavor and also keep it from drying out.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And then what we do with it is we take it and we brine it, and it's a simple brine. You can look it up online. We put certain spices in our brine, but at the end of the day, it's a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of salt, preferably sea salt, into a gallon of water. And you take boiling water, or you steep it in a pan, bring it to boiling, and you cool it down, and then you put you cover your salmon fillets, skin on salmon fillets, pin bone out preferably, and you cover them for 3 to 4 hours in that brine. And then you take it out of that brine and you let it sit in your refrigerator for about 36 hours.
Wow.
Then it's ready to go into a smoker. So that 36 hours is very important, because what you're doing is you're forming a skin. If you don't form the skin, you'll notice a lot of white will come out of the salmon. That white is actually albumin. It's protein, similar to albumin as an egg white. And so once you have it in your refrigerator for about 36 hours, then you smoke it. And you smoke it at a very low temperature, like 140 degrees. You smoke it with smoke for 2 hours. Then you raise the temperature to 160 degrees for another 2 hours, then 180 degrees for 2 more hours. And the temperature you want to get it to is 145 degrees. And once it's at 145 degrees, you're perfect, ready to go, and it'll be delicious. It's worth the time.
Okay, but can I just call you?
You know, Stacey, yes, you can, and anyone else can. We sell 300 to 400 pounds a week of our smoked salmon, Dingfelder's smoked salmon.
Yeah, you do.
And you know, that doesn't include the locks. And we do make our smoked salmon salad with the smoked salmon. And what I like to do is, so when I buy smoked salmon, I want the centerpiece. I don't want the tail. Some people like the tail. I take the tail and a little bit of the collar, which is the end where the head is, and I use that to make the smoked salmon salad. And if you haven't had our smoked salmon salad, you're missing out because it's a phenomenal product.
Okay, I had never actually had it until when Charlie was home a couple weeks ago. He worked at Dingfelder's last summer, and he was a huge fan of the salmon salad, and he was like, Mom, could you get that? And I don't know how I missed that, but man, that's good.
The smoked salmon salad is something. It has a little dill in it. It has a little apple cider vinegar, and it has just a smidge of mayonnaise, just to kind of make it, make that nice squishy sound when you make it.
Yep. It's yeah.
Did you put it on your bagel crackers?
You know me so well. So Dingfelder's takes their bagels and they do these bagel crisps, and they are so good. They are like so addictive, and there is something about that salmon salad, or even the any of your salmon, really.
The whitefish salad is
that's
people go gaga for the whitefish salad.
Oh yeah, I mean, and honestly, like I love that you share like what are we eating, except that I'm like, I don't want to take the time. I don't have 36 hours to stick salmon in my refrigerator.
That's why you come to Dingfelder's, or you order it online. It's simple to order online. You just order it online, and soon, we're going to be delivering through DoorDash, and DoorDash will deliver a 10-mile radius from the delicatessen.
Okay, and remind people where the delicatessen is.
Delicatessen is at 1318 East Pine Street, Seattle, on beautiful Capitol Hill. We're across the street from Artusi on the northwest corner of 14th and East Pine Street. It's only 20 minutes from the plateau.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we've got listeners that are all around the area, so it is worth the trip, and, it is worth not having to have a salmon in your refrigerator for 36 hours.
There is nothing better than having a piece of smoked salmon, because it's, number one, there's no carbs, very little, right?
Okay.
It's really healthy, and if you buy a pound, how much do you need to put on a salad or make a sandwich or put it on a bagel with
right.
some scallion cream cheese?
That's true. It goes a long way.
A pound does last, and it's nice to snack on it when you get a little hungry.
All right.
Are you going to work Passover again?
Maybe we'll talk off the air.
Can we do a remote?
Maybe.
A remote show?
We'll talk. We'll talk.
On the Thursday. You know what? Can we talk, please?
We will talk. I promise. Thank you for once again sharing what we're eating, and thank you for once again making Eric and me hungry.
Eric, God bless you. Stacey, you have a beautiful night. Thank you for letting me be a part of this, because it's so much fun.
Good.
Enjoy that salmon.
Yes, I will, Eric. You take care.
Thanks, fans.
Have a great week.
okay, every time he's on, I am hungry. Maybe it's the time of the show.
True.
I mean, I think it's both, actually. The time of the show, because this is,
snack time.
Snack time. And then he talks about stuff, and I just get hungry. Okay. So today,
what a fun show.
We finally got to talk about our topic.
Yes.
We had a great conversation with Maria and with Monica, and hopefully we can find Odin a kidney, and people just become more aware of what it means to be a living donor. I think that is an amazing thing. And it's already time. That's right. It's time for the Wheel O Topics. So what are we going to talk about next week, Eric? Okay.
Oh, my.
It never ceases to amaze you.
Exercise.
Oh.
Yes. Is there enough to say about exercise to do a show?
I think we can cover it right now.
I mean, because
I hate it.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing. I hate it too. Yes.
Pick again.
Really?
Yes, it's our show. We get to do what we want.
Okay.
And then we can tell people. So if you're listening and you are going to try to convince Eric and me why we shouldn't hate exercise, then share that with us.
Right. And, exercise is necessary. Okay. Exercise is good.
Yes.
It's just not necessarily fun if you're not one of the kind of people that loves exercise.
Exactly.
And I don't want to speak for you, but I am not the kind of person that loves exercise.
You're good. You got me. So, yeah. So what'd you come up with?
A celebrity.
Oh, a celebrity.
Well, just celebrity, period, okay. Not a celebrity. Although I guess we could interpret it that way if you like and pick somebody, or we could just talk about celebrity in general. I guess that's something to think about over the week.
Yeah. I don't know. It could go in any direction.
Yeah.
I don't know. You and I will have to talk about it. We'll come up with something good. That's what we do. So thanks again for listening to Don't Ask Me to Talk. And again, if you want to listen to the show as a podcast, you can do that by going to wherever you listen to podcasts and look up Don't Ask Me to Talk. Remember that you can always call and leave a message if you have an idea for a show or a comment or an exercise that you actually like. Again, I don't know what is wrong with you. The number to do that is 475-999-2726.
Or where can you shop online for good exercise equipment at a good deal?
There you go.
I mean, that's my exercise really, is running around the grocery store. So I think we've covered both topics.
I run to the fridge.
Yes.
So have a great week, everyone. And next week, we will talk about celebrity in some form. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.